Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
To throw Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Mariota hands to Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. A second down run with Lewis. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mariota from the gun on third down. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 17 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
So here's the first carry for Alex Collins. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert. Crouch. Attack.
Play fake. Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
25, check 6-6, bullet high.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check your hot read. Regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Hey, Zoo. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. 1st down, Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Mariota to Lewis on the draw, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis. 49 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play as an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing is Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 62 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's complete. It's Collins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Go! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up.
Pilot, 64, weak. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Check, 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 check.
Out of the gun, this is Collins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 58 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Mariota, and Walker has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Suck up for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Kings.
Watch the floor.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert!
Check.
Chubb on the counter, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Check 26, check 26.
On third down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He hits White, complete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, boy, let's go. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Harold Landry showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run it here. This is James White. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Pistol. Pick it up. Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a dump off to White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Mayfield. It's complete. James White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Protein spill.
Check, 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 check.
They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On third down, Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 13. Check 13. Run, run, run.
Hey, 1 set.
And again, it's Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what did it...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check right 54. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, alert 33.
Switch gears.
Hey, Haywood.
From the 31, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. It's caught by Davis. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the Titans first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run with Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Mike, 53.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mariota from the gun on third down. This will be caught by Brown. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this is caught. He hits Landry. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Mayfield on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He finds his target, Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. On the ground, it's Chubb. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Right there.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's White. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 29-yard line.
Set. 180.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 55.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Browns on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's back to throw. It's caught. Becker. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble and gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Hey, one set. Go. Line 54. We ain't giving them nothing.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And that will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. They try again with Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Check. Block 54. I got it.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota flush to his right. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
53.
One.
General,
What can Mariota do in the OT? Got a man. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's taken down. this will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Succop missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, 180.
54.
Hey, award 33.
check 3.
Hurry.
Go get him.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
They go with Chubb on second down. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He finds Beckham complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.